Relations between China and Nauru. We understand foreign ministers from China and Nauru are signing a joint communique in Beijing on the resumption of diplomatic relations between the People's Republic of China and the Republic of Nauru. We're watching this development for you right here on CGTN. If you're joining us right now, these are live pictures coming out of Beijing where a ceremony is being held between China and Nauru. The foreign ministers from both sides will sign a joint communique on the reestablishment of diplomatic relations between the two. The Pacific Island nation recognizes the One China principle and has severed ties with the Taiwan region. This is the 10th country that has cut ties with the Taiwan region since 2016. The government of Nauru says that it made the decision in accordance with UN Resolution 2758. This resolution recognizes the People's Republic of China as the only legitimate representative of China in the United Nations. The resolution was passed on October 25, 1971. It has had a significant impact on international relations and marked a major shift in global diplomatic recognition of China. Again, if you're just joining us on CGTN, you're looking at live pictures of a ceremony in the Chinese capital where foreign ministers from China and Nauru will be signing a joint communique to reestablish diplomatic relations.
Please be seated.
请王毅主任、安格明外长签署中华人民共和国和瑙鲁共和国关于恢复外交关系的联合公报。
Now let's invite Foreign Minister Wang and Foreign Minister Angmir to sign the joint communique on the resumption of diplomatic relations between the People's Republic of China and the Republic of Nauru.
There they are, the two foreign ministers from China and Nauru signing. They have just signed a joint communique on the resumption of diplomatic relations between the two countries. Nauru is located in the Central Pacific Ocean. The small island country is about 3,000 kilometers northeast of Australia. It became independent in 1968 and joined the United Nations in 1999. The land area is about 21 square kilometers. Foreign ministers toasting to this historic moment in the relationship between China and Nauru. We'll be watching closely and bring you all the latest details on the relations between China and Nauru. Make sure you stay with us right here on CGTN. And located in the Central Pacific Ocean, Nauru is a small island country about 3,000 kilometers northeast of Australia. It gained independence in 1968 and joined the United Nations in 1999. With a land area of about 21 square kilometers and a population of 13,000, the island economy is mainly based on the export of phosphate and tropical fruits to Australia and New Zealand. It also issues licenses for fishing in its waters and has branched into an emerging tourism sector. Nauru is the 10th country to cut ties with the Taiwan region since 2016, when the Democratic Progressive Party's Tsai Ing-wen became the leader of the region. Nauru's government says its decision is in accordance with UN Resolution 2758, which recognizes the People's Republic of China as the only legitimate representative of China in the United Nations. Passed in October 1971, it has had a significant impact on international relations and marked a major shift in global diplomatic recognition of China. So far, China has established diplomatic relations with 183 countries. Today, only 12 countries have diplomatic relations with the Taiwan region. Most of them are in Central America, the Caribbean, and the Pacific region. Now let's go back to that ceremony in Beijing, where foreign ministers from China and Nauru have signed a joint communique on the formal resumption of diplomatic relations. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi is speaking. Let's listen in. All right, you're watching live pictures from an official ceremony in Beijing.
中方对此表示赞赏和欢迎。今天，中岛关系翻开了新的一页。我和安格宾外长刚刚签署。
Today, we have opened a new chapter. Just then, we have signed the joint communique on the resumption of diplomatic ties between the People's Republic of China and Republic of Nauru. In it, Nauru recognizes there is only one China in this world, and the Chinese government of the People's Republic of China is the only legitimate government on behalf of China, and Taiwan region is an inseparable part of China. Since today, the two countries will resume the diplomatic ties, and Nauru becomes the 183 country to establish the diplomatic tie with the People's Republic of China. And we have maintained a long-standing friendship. We both are developing nations, and we are confronted with the tasks of improving people's livelihood and realizing modernization. We are also both part of the South countries. We safeguard the interests of the developing nations and safeguard our sovereignty and polarization of this world, and we both pursue globalization that features universality and inclusiveness. So those common grounds bring us together, and there will be broad space for our cooperation. China has always upheld that no matter the size, the wealth levels, or the strengths of the countries, we are all equal. We are all members of the international community, and we will continue to adhere to the 5 principles of peaceful coexistence when we are dealing with the Republic of Nauru. And we will respect your own sovereignty and your development pathway. We will cement our political mutual trust and pursue mutually beneficial cooperation, enhance the people-to-people friendship so that our relationship will come up to a higher level. And we stand ready to share with the Republic of Nauru the opportunities brought by Chinese modernization. And we will work together over the BRI initiative, the global initiative of civilization, global initiative of security, and so on, so as to build the community of shared future for mankind as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, the resumption of our diplomatic ties is a manifestation that the One China principle is unstoppable. Since the first country that established a diplomatic tie with China till today, the One China principle has always been respected, and the Chinese government has been recognized as the only one legitimate government on behalf of China. Whatever is the situation in Taiwan region remains one integral part of China. The land should not be separated. And that is the essence of the Chinese civilization. To support China, to safeguard our sovereignty and territorial integrity, that is a common sense of the international community. Taiwan region will surely return to the motherland, and we will surely be the one China. And for some few countries, due to different reasons, are still maintaining the so-called diplomatic relationship with Taiwan region, and that practice is against the country's and the people's interests, and also the UN Resolution 2758. It also violates against China's sovereignty. Such behaviors will one day be corrected. And we call upon all countries to grasp historical opportunities and have a clear idea of the international trend. Please stand by our side and pursue the righteousness. It's never late to pursue friendship. So, on top of such principles, we will open a new chapter with those willing countries coming closer to us. And ladies and gentlemen, the Republic of Nauru and the People's Republic of China are opening ourselves to each other, and we hope that this door will be only wider to benefit the two peoples and the descendants for generations to come. And Nauru will welcome its 56th Independence Day, and we give our sincere wishes to Nauru so that the country will grow stronger and people live in happiness, and I hope our friendship lasts forever. Thank you.
感谢王毅主任。下面请安格明外长致辞。
Thank you, Mr. Wang Yi.
Thank you, Foreign Minister Wang. Now let's invite Foreign Minister Angmir to deliver his address.
Your Excellency, Ni hao. To the members of the Chinese Diplomatic Corps, members of the press, my fellow Nauruans, ladies and gentlemen. Nauru on the 15th of January recognized that there is but one China in the world, and that's the government of the People's Republic of China, being the sole legal government representing the whole of China, and Taiwan is an inalienable part of China's territory. We look forward to this new chapter of the relationship of Nauru and China. It'll be built on strength, built on development strategy. It will have a synergy of policies. It will have good collaboration and shared governmental principles that both our countries enjoy. We look forward to the practical cooperation that's going to happen between Nauru and China. The prospect is bright. The horizon is full of light, and we look forward sailing into it. China's position that one vote in the UN is one vote is certainly welcome in Nauru, and that's how we see it. We intend to use that vote in the UN to support China. Principle of collaboration, issues that we share on human rights matters, and anything else that we or you find that we need to stand shoulder to shoulder with. Nauru admires that China says what it means and does what it says, with the resolve to ensure success of its action. That's a value we admire, and therefore we look forward to building an ocean of strong partnerships with the People's Republic of China, premised on the principles of mutual respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity, mutual non-aggression, non-interference with each other's internal affairs, equality, mutual benefit, and peaceful coexistence. We are impressed with China's economic growth. In some instances, China doubles other developed countries' economic growth. We have seen firsthand China's incredible technological advances and what China can offer the world. We welcome that to Nauru. We have been amazed by what we have seen in Guangdong. I said to the foreign minister that my visit here to China stole my heart to China. If that was his intention, then he's very good at stealing my heart. I look forward to going to Shanghai. I believe if Guangdong was spectacular, Shanghai will even be more spectacular. And I mean that in no disrespect to Guangdong. We have a lot of Chinese in Nauru who come from Guangdong. They will not be very happy if I place another province above where they come from. In saying that, we look forward to this new horizon that we have forged together. And may it be a blessing upon both our countries, of our friendship, of our unification, of our understanding that from Nauru, from now on, will, as part premier foreign policy, the One China principle. Thank you very much.
感谢安格明外长和王库仪式此结束，谢谢大家。
Thank you, Foreign Minister Ang Mia and Foreign Minister Wang. Thank you all. That's the end of today's ceremony.
Foreign ministers from China and Nauru speaking at a ceremony in Beijing where a joint communique was signed to mark the official re-establishment of diplomatic relations between the two. Now, for more insights, I'm joined by Niu Li, Executive Director of the Research Center for Pacific Studies at Beijing Foreign Studies University. Welcome to our program, Ms. Niu. From your perspective, why has Nauru resumed ties with China?
I think first we congratulations for today's ceremony for the signing of the joint communique. I think the most intention for the re-establish the diplomatic relation with China, because in the statement of Nauru government it says for the best interest of the peoples of Nauru, and also what is the best interest that they said is the significant first step in moving forward with Nauru's development for the Nauru economic development. I think as also Nauru would like to show their own sovereignty. We know Nauru and colonial subject for many years, and even its independent, it was in 1968, but right now, up to now, 56 years, they still have no complete full sovereignty authority for governing their own government. So they have to, under kind of pressure to Nauru. It's with Taiwan region for 53 years, only, with China for 3 years before. This time they re-established the diplomatic tie with China. It shows their own full sovereignty. And also from China's side, we re-declare our One China policy. This is more important. And also we are in the international community. We will let international community to realize, to strengthen their One China principle.
Ms. Liu also talked to us about the significance of resuming ties between the two sides, because at the official signing ceremony just now, we heard foreign ministers from both sides expressing very high hopes for the relationship, with Foreign Minister Wang Yi saying that China stands ready to share opportunities brought by the Chinese path to modernization. And Nauru's Foreign Minister saying that Nauru looks forward to practical cooperation with China, and that he was very impressed with the technological advances that he saw in Shenzhen. What will be the benefits of resuming ties for both sides?
Yeah, from Nauru side, they are, from its country's area, we can tell the land area very small, only 21 square kilometers, but they have a very large ocean area. They have 3.2 billion square kilometers. So they expecting, first they realized its own economic need to explore another more wider opportunities. As they are in the government, they says to way out from the dead end of their economic. So, on the economic side, Nauru, in the small land area, we can cooperate with tourism, because they are the tropical country, tropical climate, so very suitable for the tourists. And in the large ocean area, we can cooperate with like fishery, especially as what I talked to the Nauru people. They said from China, particularly from China, cooperate with Nauru for the farming, like shrimp, farming in the ocean, and also the for the traditional fish product like tuna, those kind of marine fishery industries.
And it's very interesting you mentioned tourism and fishing. We also know that Nauru exports phosphates and tropical fruits to China. And for the foreign minister to specifically mention the technology he saw in China, can you help us really just indulge in our imagination here? What other specific areas besides economic and trade cooperation could we expect, could we anticipate in the years to come between China and Nauru?
Apart from those traditional economic cooperation for investment and trade, the similar with other Pacific Island countries like tropical fruit production. In particular in Nauru, we as Wang Yi said, for the technology. As we realize in Pacific Island countries, for the the Starlink already can cooperate in Pacific Island, some of the Pacific Island countries, and the Huawei, the technology for the marine cable, those business still in the way of to be out of try some Western country try to keep this high technology cooperation from China out of Pacific Island countries. So in Nauru, we can cooperate in, especially for like marine cable, before in operate by Huawei, and few years ago it was by some other Western countries, and also renewable energy is another new energy, and also Nauru and other Pacific Island countries, they are full of sunshine, full of energy, and also those kind of renewable energy like thermal. Yeah, something. I'm
Got
not
it.
quite in the technology matter.
Got it. Ms. Niu, we appreciate your analysis. Thank you so much for joining us today.